up, everybody? Today we're at the homestead and we're working on the wifeys 2003 Toyota Sequoia. Got to do some lower ball joints. We're gonna do some upper control arms as well as pads and rotors, and then we got one CV axle that the boots are ripped on. We're gonna replace. Stick around, let's check it out. So the upper control arm we got from Freedom Offroad. Got those from first gen Offroad. And then we've got these lower ball joints that we picked up from the dealer themselves, and then everything else is from the dealer as well, other than the CV axle here. Got it from the Napa, but yeah, should be a good one. Okay, we got these tires removed, and we'll pop this ball joint off here. Got a 10 millimeter over here and there for this ABS wire, and then pop this clip up. We'll take this caliper off, wire tie it over to the other side. Then we can pull this rotor off. We'll have to pop this cap out of here and undo the axle nut, because I don't know if you can see or not, but that boot right there is ripped, and we're replacing the whole CV axle. See, I'm gonna try to put my wire to hold this brake caliper through these holes. A little trick I've done is I just gonna take this piece of wire, give a nice little bend. If I can do this through the camera here. Take it back. Oh, I'm watching through the camera, not where I'm going. My bend's on the wrong side. There it goes. And it'll come right through there. Pull through, give it a quick little twist so that it can't come out of there, and then take this brake caliper off, swing it over here, support it with this wire. Sometimes these brake rotors get a little seized back in there, so what I like to do is I'll take a lug nut, just kind of put it on there, come out to this front edge with a mallet, and it comes right out. I put this on there just so it doesn't come all the way off and hit the floor. This little dust cap pops in there. Usually I use like a small little chisel or a little screwdriver, get in between the gap and just kind of slowly tap around till I get some distance in there, and then put a bigger screwdriver in there and just kind of work it in a circle, and it'll pop right out of there. Got to take that off so you can get to this cotter pin, and there's a little lock washer deal, and then you got a big axle nut over here on the very outside. Alright, we gotta run to the old parts store and get us a socket for that. I think it's like a 20, or not 20, sorry, like 35 millimeter, 36 millimeter, somewhere's in there. I think it's 35. I'll have to double check. But yeah, we're gonna go to the old parts store. Alright, got back from the parts store. Only thing I found was a 36, which fits a little loose, but it'll work to get this axle nut off. And usually how I do that is I'll put some lug nuts on and just kind of put the pry bar in so that you're up against these lug nuts, and you can just loosen this guy up, put a little pressure on it, and it'll hold it in place, and will help you out. But yeah, it's definitely 35 millimeter. That is, at least where I'm at, is a oddball size to try to find. So I'm gonna have to, for future, I'm gonna have to look on the old interwebs and see if I can't find me a 35 millimeter that I can stuff in the old home toolbox. So next time I got to do one of these, which probably is not too far behind. I know my Tundra is gonna need some, and then I've got 2 of these, so just keeping up on maintenance wouldn't hurt to hold the sockets right here at the house. Okay, I got the old top ball joint out of this upper control arm. Usually you can just loosen that nut up, hit on the side here. This one I had to get a little aggressive with, which I wasn't too worried about it because we're putting new ones on. Obviously, if we were going to be doing this for somebody else, we weren't replacing these arms, we'd go about it a little better of a way. To get this out of the old spindle piece here, you got to take this, it's got a snap ring here. We'll have to get that snap ring off and then put the ball joint press on, crank it out, and pop that out. The new setup will not be going back with this style of ball joint. It'll be using a spacer piece there, and the ball joint will be in the upper control arm itself. Okay, got the spindle and wheel hub out, laying on the floor over here. Now we're going to get this axle out. Usually what I'll do is I'll just grab a hold of this in, pop, pop, and this will pull it out of that diff. You will lose a little bit of fluid once you pull that piece out. But once you get the new one in, just double check your fluid levels before you go taking it off, driving around anywhere. And then we'll just have to get this lower ball joint off. I just unbolted it. It's got 4 bolts that bolted to the spindle and the wheel hub, and then I'll just press that piece out and put the new one in, and it should be good to go. As you can see, that rubber boot is whooped on, and it's just got this C-clip that retains it inside the diff housing in there, and should just go right back in. Put a little grease on this seal lip right here. Put that all the way around. A little bit up here. And we'll stuff it in there. Okay, I got that upper A-arm out. There is some, let's see here. You have to get this little deal out. Just got some Christmas tree. Just pop those out. You will run into a little issue with this bracket, but you will be able to get it out. You have to do a little finagling, but it'll come out. And then put a little anti-seize on the bolt. And I'm gonna start it part of the way in that A-arm just to give me a little bit more clearance of this back piece, and then I'll push it on through and torque it up. Upper ball joint's out. New arms come with this spacer. From what I can see, this goes into the top like that. Got this washer goes to the bottom, and then the new ball joint on the upper goes through there and bolt her down. Okay, got it all pretty much installed. Just got to get everything torqued up. These bottom bolts here, they're like 53, 55 foot-pounds, and recommend using a little Loctite. I use this new orange. It's supposedly supposed to hold like red but be removable like blue. Yeah, haven't had really any issues on anything else that I put it on. But yeah, just gotta torque all these up. Again, a little disclaimer, I'm looking all this stuff up on the internet, so don't hold me to the specs as far as what everything torques to, because I'm looking it up, and you know how the internet goes. Everything on the internet is believable. Okay, it's all done. Got these new control arms in there. The other side got a new axle, put new rotors. There's some new brake pads in there. Got everything all torqued up, ready to go. And that's going to conclude today's video. It was a pretty successful little garage deal here. I mean, yeah, I like to have all my tools rather than just what I've got here sitting at the house, but I got it to work. And like always, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Just throw it out there. Let's grow this channel. Thanks.